looking at for a year now, because we nearly stayed there last time but ran out of time, and it's, from all accounts, it's awesome. So last year,
only 8 sites there.
only 8 sides, toilet there. Yeah, last time we didn't have enough time to look at Coffin Bay. We sort of didn't really explore it. The national park, that is. So really pumped to explore that. And we still think, out of all the beaches we've seen, Coffin Bay on the Eyre Peninsula have the best beaches, in our opinion. So that's what we're doing today. Just like that, we've stopped. We've been following 3 cars out here, and they've been going slow as. And as you know, driving in sand, you need momentum. And now the car in front of us has just bogged himself in. So everyone's held up because no one can go until they're unbogged. So fun. And everyone's pitching in now to try and get them out. There's a big line up behind too, so at least you know you're not alone if you get stuck out here. And there's a convoy of people, which there were when we got onto this road. Then you are in safe hands with people. The downside is if one gets stuck, everyone gets stuck. This road has delivered rocks, potholes, sand, bogging. Not our bogging, no. John, you've done an awesome job. We are nearly there.
Helpful assistance of bogged people.
2.4 k's, and it's going to take 16 more minutes according to the GPS. And we have a traffic jam on Coffin Island National Park. Big convoy of people, and it's 2-way, but obviously if you are in the opposite direction you have to find a place to pull over. So I think the last little bit's going to be a bit slow going, because anyone coming the opposite way to us is going to have to find a place to pull over or reverse back, because there are a lot of cars going in the same direction as us. We are nearly there. We think 700 metres to go, 11 minutes. Just up another rocky hill. We were just saying it's a lot rockier than we thought coming in. We thought it'd be more sandy. So that's okay, as long as we get there. Now we're settled into Black Springs. John's decided to get his fish on.
This is a little special one. I call the orangey yellow one, which was provided by the guy at Tackle World at Allenby Gardens.
Woodville? Oh, Allenby Gardens, Woodville, yeah.
We did have 2. But I'll let Sky tell that story while we only have 1.
I caught seaweed.
No, you caught a rock, which
So the rock now has a lovely lure.
The rock one.
So this is where he's fishing off. This is, the tide's coming in.
I am an expert of none.
This is Black Springs Campground, and it is about 6:30, and the tide is coming in. The tide's meant to reach its peak, I think, at about, let's say 9 o'clock. So we've been watching it come in slowly, and I said to John, your fish is waiting out there, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Just got to learn how to get the rubber band out. And I've broken it.
We are experts at fishing, as you can see.
Experts of none.
But we give it a crack.
Oh, look.
We love fishing. It's so relaxing. We don't know a lot about it.
We're all very good at it.
Yeah.
But
You got to give it a crack.
it's all part of the great outdoors that we live in.
That's right. So this is going to be our home for a couple of days, and John has just put in a rod. So let's just see. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He doesn't. See what happens.
Seaweed?
He caught seaweed! Show us the seaweed, John. Oh, he's changing spots. Oh, careful, Jesus. Go again.
A life form.
Right, John has caught a mouth of a fish.
Oh, I ripped his mouth off.
You were so powerful.
No, it's not. It is something though. I don't know what it is, but
I was going to say you've just caught live bait or something.
I'm not sure how you catch live bait. What's that?
What is that? What is that? Oh, that is like a mouth off of a fish.
I think I've pulled his mouth off.
I don't know what it is, but do we count that as...
I think that looks living.
It's something. Is it a mollusk thing that has...
Maybe. Maybe.
Alright, John was blaming me for losing a lure, but hello. Cool kettle black.
Hang on, it wasn't the first cast.
Oh, have you uncaught it or is it still stuck? Still stuck. Literally eating tea, and then a seal just comes up. Where is he? Now he won't
there he
come.
is.
Oh, there he is. So, how's that for
Surface cruise.
yeah, viewing as you eat tea? That beats Netflix, doesn't it? Right, day 2, Coffin Bay. This is Black Springs Campground. So, a bit windy today, but look where our site is, right on the water. And we are just here, aren't we, Tom? So this is what they call the overflow part of the campground. So there are two parts of this campground at Black Springs. You've got the overflow, which you book. Everything's booked online because it's in the national park. So you go on, book on. The overflow one costs $18.50, I think it is. Oh, maybe it's $11.50. I'll put the number down the bottom. And there's about 8 sites there, but it's first in best dressed for that one. And then the allocated sites are over up in that direction. We'll go for a bit of a walk, and there are 7 sites. Oh, these flies are playing with me. 7 sites, and it's $20 per night, and there's a toilet closer to that end as well. Yeah, but we love it here because it's private, and look at that, you can't get much better. I reckon this is one of the best campsites we have ever stayed at.
Yep.
Do you agree, John?
Yep.
Yep.
There's a toilet. That's just a walk up that way.
Yep. Yeah, toilet's just a walk up that way, just a long drop. We did some fishing around here last night, no luck. And then tomorrow what we'll do is we'll drive around. On the other side is 7 Mile Beach. You can go all the way to the tip of Coffin Bay National Park. So we'll do that tomorrow. That'll be a big drive. So today's just chilling out, enjoying. Apparently you can do some snorkeling here. We were super keen. We do have snorkel gear. But it's, 22 degrees and a bit windy. So we might try this afternoon if we're brave enough and the water's warm enough. Otherwise, we are just chillaxing, enjoying this view. So we are at Black Springs Beach. It is shelly, but the water is very, very clear again and very shallow. So just
might even try fish here tonight.
And just a rock bit. So it's only
so we're just on the other side of that rock.
Yeah,
effectively.
Rocks, plural. So this is the easy access for all the allocated campsites that are up behind us. So they get this access. If they choose to, and for us where we're staying it's probably a 5-minute walk, if that.
Not even that.
You're right there.
Really quick day, probably even a minute.
There's the toilets here. The walk to the toilets isn't bad when you see that on the way back, and it's not John. It's what's behind him. So this is the track.
What's behind him?
Well, not that either. Oh, nearly fell over a rock. So it's a lovely walk. Lovely walk.
What?
Say it again.
And we're only just behind that big bushy tree.
Do you realise you're an idiot? What? You turned your hat around because it was a bit naughty, and then when you turn around, you're going to read it anyway, you idiot.
Yeah. It's a Northern Territory hat.
Everyone's seen the CUNT, but it's CU in the NT.
In the.
Yeah. Beautiful. We are John, we're just past the overflow.
Just south of the overflow.
So the overflow is...
north? No, that'd be...
The overflow camping is behind us, so this is kind of the beach area they can access. And
west. Sort of west.
Look at that water. We were just saying this morning.
Those people out there, how far they are, and it's just up to their waist.
We were saying this morning, I don't think it matters what the weather would be. It's always going to be clear. Like it's just, that water is just pristine. And little beaches, very private. So I can't wait for tomorrow to drive up further around.
That way.
Yeah.
I don't know where this road goes, but that's not the road.
Yeah, there's a walking track up there. We're not going to go any further though.
Beer o'clock.
Yep, time to go back for a drink. The things you see on your campsite. Goanna. Right, last day in Coffin Bay, and we're up. We're going, and we've left Black Springs campsite, and we're going to head all the way, hopefully, to the tip, Point Isaac, and via the 7 Mile Beach, which should be lovely. So the track is, you can see here, 25 k's, but from Black Springs it takes about an hour, so it is slow going. So we'll see how this track goes. And of course this is two ways, so you've got to be wary of traffic coming in the opposite direction as well. So we'll see how long it takes us to get there. Lots of bumpy, sandy bits to start with. And we're on the beach. 7 Mile Beach for the obvious reason. And you have to time it with coming out here when the tide's heading out or is out. After 7 Mile Beach, this is very rocky, but not difficult at all at this point. Got 21 minutes left according to Google Maps, just over, well, nearly 7 k's left to get to Point Isaac. Some hilly rocky bits right at the end as we're approaching. We made it to Point Isaac. We are right at the tip of Coffin Bay National Park. Not the greatest of days. Still only early. What time? It's probably not even 10 o'clock yet.
Hey?
It's about 9:30 or something.
9:48.
9:48.
So pretty much spot on what it says.
Yeah, it took about an hour from Black Springs.
8 minutes.
And pretty easy, really. Like a few rocky parts, wasn't it? So this is it. guys got themselves in a spot of bother.
You guys ride?
So now we're at Golden Island Lookout. A couple of lookouts on the other end of Coffin Bay National Park. Not the greatest day for lookouts in terms of wind and roughness, but I'll show you this one. I think we've got some footage of last year where we went, so we'll see. That's still on a sunny, beautiful day. It's stunning. What we came here for again. Is it?
No,
Oh my god. Well, that's a wrap for our Eyre Peninsula 2-week holiday. We are on the road, just left Port Lincoln, and we're going to get into Adelaide at 9:45 tonight, but that's okay. So
another day to
rest up
and unwind before we head off again for something else.
So highlights for us, for me, definitely was Memory Cove. Highly recommend that. Book in advance. Fantastic. Lots of what's the word I'm looking for? Wildlife. Lots of wildlife. Relaxing. You're away from people, so that was fantastic. What was your highlight?
Other than Memory Cove, would have to be Black Springs.
Black Springs in Coffin Bay.
Overflow, definitely the way to go.
Yeah,
better sites. There's two good sites at the booking thing, which is what, 6 and 7.
Yes, 6 and 7.
The rest are all pretty close together.
Yeah.
And there was close together, then
Yeah.
it is what it is. Which is why 6 or 7 would be my preference, or
The overflow. Yeah. Absolutely.
we should always you have pretty much sea views from all of them.
Yeah. So Black Springs, Memory Cove, loved going up around